Good God. Number one on the list is WrestleMania 24. WrestleMania 24, to me, honestly, had a really cool feel to it. The outdoor arena. I think this is the first time they had done it since WrestleMania 9 with Las Vegas. And the Money in the Bank match, to me, was a little weird. I know everybody knows during the pre-show and during the first match, there was a light rain that fell over the Orlando crowd. And just to me, having, the Money in the Bank match in the number 2 slot, with the wet surfaces out there. I know that they go out there and they mopped up the wetness as much as they could, but it is what it is. These guys are hitting each other with everything in the world. They're trying to climb ladders to get up to the top of the ring, and wet steps just equal a bad situation. Luckily for these guys, none of these guys got hurt, but this was a star-studded affair at WrestleMania 24 with names like Chris Jericho, Mr. Kennedy, Carlito, CM Punk, Shelton Benjamin, and John Morrison, as well as MVP in there. This was an awesome match. I mean, there was just spots that just kept on hitting each other, one after another. So many times these matches are worked out in the back so well that it's a spot fest. But to me, every move turned into another move, which turned into another move. It was just crazy. At one point, Morrison climbed up to the top turnbuckle and he did a moonsault while holding a ladder, crashing through everybody down there on the floor, catching him while he was down there. And that's just, to go up there and perform a moonsault, and trust all those guys down there to catch you is one thing, but to do it while you're holding a ladder, to me, it is just beyond crazy. There was a spot in there where Kennedy and Morrison, they were battling over the ladder, and Shelton Benjamin climbed on top of another ladder, which, he jumped out there and he did a sunset flip powerbomb on Mr. Kennedy, which, basically threw Morrison off of the ladder as well. Just everybody was just bumping crazy all over the ring. At one point, MVP looked like he had this thing in the bag. He was the guy that I picked to win this deal, but, MVP climbed to the top. The feud with Matt Hardy never really found a finish because one guy got injured, and then when that guy got healthy, the other guy got injured, and it was just a horrible situation. Matt Hardy climbed up to the top, making his return, delivering the twist of fate on MVP, sending him down, making sure that he wasn't going to win the Money in the Bank, and it set up for an awesome return of Matt Hardy coming back. But it was CM Punk and Chris Jericho fighting all the way up to the top of the briefcase. Finally, at one point, Punk trapped Jericho's leg in one of the ladder steps, and he was able to climb up to the top and retrieve the briefcase. This was, CM Punk's first of 2 Money in the Bank wins, which he cashed in to become, the World Heavyweight Champion on Monday Night Raw, which was an awesome feeling moment, but it sort of set off on a bad title run that nobody really wants to remember. But that's my top 5. Hopefully you guys have your own top 5. You make your own video responses and send them on out. Peace out, everybody.